Hey everyone, I'm Brad, a performance coach, entrepreneur, and someone obsessed with helping people unlock their full potential physically, mentally, and emotionally.
And I'm Raquel, a yoga and fitness instructor, passionate about mindfulness, healing, movement, and helping people reconnect with themselves in a healthier way.
Welcome to Your Ultimate Comeback, the show where we explore what it really takes to transform your body, your mindset, and your life.
From health and fitness to resilience, relationships, and personal growth, we bring you real conversations with people who faced challenges, reinvented themselves, and found a way to come back stronger.
Whether you're rebuilding physically, mentally, emotionally, or professionally,
this podcast is here to give you the tools, perspective, and inspiration to take the next step forward.
Because your setback
doesn't have to be your ending. This is your ultimate comeback.
Hello, welcome to episode, that was a loud hello. Ooh, aggressive.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 134 of Your Ultimate Comeback.
Well, you're really energetic today, apparently.
I guess, I'm super fired up. I don't know why.
Because you couldn't find a parking spot, that's why.
Oh, yeah, that's probably why.
Yes.
Actually, I handled it pretty well. I didn't get frustrated.
No, you didn't. You didn't. You actually didn't.
Yeah.
No fire.
I was only 2 minutes late.
Right on. Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
Bam.
See, look at you.
I know, I'm on
controlling that response.
Yes, controlling my emotions.
I love it.
How's everything been?
Things are good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Good. I'm a week into being back from vacation.
Yeah. And how do you feel?
Good.
Do you?
Have
you eased? Did you ease back in?
Yeah, I had a pretty light week of clients.
All right.
So, yeah, it's been nice.
All right.
Yeah, today was kind of my first busy day. I didn't sleep well last night. I think I was a little nervous about it.
Oh, really? Why?
I don't know. I just haven't had a full day since I've been back.
I got you.
But good.
What time did you have to be at the gym this morning?
I was up at 5.
Up at 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think I fell asleep till like 1 last night.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, rough. But you know what's funny?
What's funny?
My Whoop band said that I was incredibly recovered and ready to roll.
Today?
Yeah, said I slept really good. So I was incredibly recovered. I'm like, how the hell is
Lies.
that? So I got a ton of deep sleep.
Interesting. Have you had that before where it's the opposite of what you felt?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I feel like, oh man, I slept so good. I feel incredible. It's going to be a great day.
And then it's okay, so obviously there's discrepancy in these things, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
But
I mean, I felt good today. I felt like locked in, focused.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember what episode number we were on.
I know, that's incredible. It really is.
Normally I have to rely on Cesar for that.
To say it 3 times.
Nailed it.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe it's what I needed was a night of not as much sleep. I got a lot of sleep the last few weeks.
Yeah, well, maybe it's all just balancing out because on your vacation you were. That's one thing I find interesting. We can have a sleep debt, but we can't have a sleep bank account.
Surplus.
Right?
Savings.
Why not? Why not? I mean, that's interesting to me.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. Because my aura will yell at me and say, oh, sleep debt, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm like, what 10 minutes, 20 minutes? I never understand that.
How are you in sleep debt? You sleep like 9 or 10 hours a night.
Not always 10, not always 9.
If you're in sleep debt, I'm in sleep bankruptcy. Jeez.
Even at 8 hours, 20 minutes, let's say, it'll still sometimes say sleep debt.
I wonder if it's based off like your average sleep, which is more.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. But after my gnarly leg day that Jay put me through.
Oh, by the way, this lady right here back squatted 135 pounds. That's a
crazy.
big plate on each side.
Yeah.
How many reps did you do with that? It looked like 6. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed.
I was impressed too with me.
I watched it twice. I was so impressed.
No, I might need to get a little deeper in the depth, but it was impressive.
It's a lot of weight to have on your back.
Well, you know what's interesting? I have the weight of the world in my back, Brad.
So the 135 was easy?
No. I've never done that. Even when I was young.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
We've never hit that.
And I never tried to hit it, interestingly.
Yeah.
So I think I'm more motivated as I'm older to want to really hit certain milestones. And I think to myself, why the hell didn't I do that when I was young and the joints were supple and
you were showing off because Jay, the young guy, was training you.
Maybe.
You were showing off.
No, it's because my daughter is there and she's spotting me.
Yeah.
Right. And anyway.
Funny how that'll push us to do things.
No, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, her back squat is crazy. I don't even know what her max is. It's insane.
A lot.
Yeah.
She's strong.
Yeah. She really is.
But she's consistently worked towards that over years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think about, she was reminding us that we're coming up on this December, it'll be 5 years that we've trained. And same for her in February. And she was like a little kid, and now she's a woman. It's wild.
Super wild.
Yeah. And I'm sure you see that a lot with your clients, right? That you have some of their kids and that you train that are, athletes and so forth, right? That you see them kind of really grow into themselves.
Yeah. I've had, I mean, now I'm at an age where I've had kids I started with in middle school, through high school, through college.
Yeah.
Wherever they went from there.
Sure.
And now they're dads with multiple kids. And
isn't that wild?
It's so cool.
You're like, wait, I'm not old enough for this.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
But it happens fast.
It does. Time does not stand still. That's for sure.
It doesn't. Anything specific you want to talk about today?
Well, I did send you one little thing that I just want to touch on. I'm going to read this. And you liked it, but it reminded me of you in a lot of ways because you talk a lot about your female clients. I don't think you ever get this from your male clients.
I do periodically.
Do you?
Yeah.
Interestingly.
Guys.
Okay. About how we're such a slave to the scale.
Yeah.
And this was something that I found on Instagram that was a screenshot of someone who had texted their therapist. And she said to her therapist, I weigh myself every morning, and if the number goes up even a little, I feel like everything I'm doing is pointless. And the therapist said, you're letting a number on a piece of metal decide if you deserve to feel good today. Your body held you together through every hard day you've ever had, and you're punishing it because of a number. The scale doesn't know how strong you've gotten. It doesn't know what you've survived. Stop asking it for permission to love yourself. And I'm like, oh.
That's really good.
Mic drop, So initially, I sent that to you because I immediately thought of you and how all your, I'm going to say probably most is safe to say, your female clients from time to time have a little hang up about that, right?
Oh, yeah, panic.
Yes. Yes, the number moved. Oh my gosh.
This isn't working.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I have to do more now. I better to start fasting. I better start keto. I better start doing double day, all the things. And it is wild when she stated it in such a way that it's a metal thing.
Yeah. That I will tell you is very easy to manipulate.
I know you've said.
That's why it's hard for me because most people don't understand how easy it is to manipulate up or down on the scale until you've been in a situation like I have working with, especially with fighters.
Sure.
Where you have to manipulate drastically over a couple days. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And that's with depletion and so forth, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, so many things affect, it's really water. Mm-hmm. So many things affect water staying in the body or leaving the body. Mm-hmm. So it's not that the workout program's bad or the diet's bad. Maybe your hormones altered a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't drink as much water as you usually do. Maybe you had a little more sodium than you usually did. Maybe you're a little more inflamed than usual. Maybe you didn't sleep as well last night. Right. All these things impact the scale.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny, my little guy is like, he wanted to be 100 pounds before football season started.
Oh, so cute.
And so I'm watching the scale kind of control him a little bit, having to have these conversations with him because it's like 100.5, he hits, he's like, yes. And then the next day he gets on, he's like 98.9. What did I do wrong? It's like, no, this is just the body. You ran a bunch today and you sweated more than normal.
Sure.
Or you started playing with your friends. You didn't eat as much as you normally did.
Right.
I think there's usually 7 pounds of food, like whatever in the intestines at all times. That's why people, when they fast, like, oh, I killed it. Like, no, you didn't. You just depleted all the food out of your intestines. And the weight comes right back once you start eating because the digestion process is going to sit in there for a while. Yeah. But people think that scale is the true feedback of success or failure. Yeah. And if something's working or not.
Right.
So.
Well, and I think it kind of feeds into itself where if the number's different, then all of a sudden you're putting on some clothes and you're like, oh, wait, this is fitting tighter also. Or, really. Yeah. You start to go through those mental gyrations, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that, and we've talked about this before, but when you got your Hume scale, and you said, do not get that, Raquel. You do not need to obsess over something else. But ironically, it has been good for me because weighing every day, I don't flip out as much. Yeah. Because I see it go boop, 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 boop. And it's better for me than the once a week where I'd kind of sometimes go, okay.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Yeah. But after leg day, especially, and certain workout days, it always goes up.
Oh, yeah, because you're more inflamed, you're retaining more water.
Yeah. But it doesn't show that I'm retaining as much water. Whatever. I stress about it less, strangely.
Well, and if you weigh yourself first thing in the morning every day, and then before you go to bed at night, you'll see they're different numbers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you did something really bad during the day and then you did something incredible at night.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh, it doesn't. Shoot.
Like that's the thing that people weigh themselves usually first thing in the morning.
Yes.
Is when people typically do it.
I go potty first. All the things.
Yeah. All the things. But if they would do that and then weigh themselves at night before bed, they would see these fluctuations that I'm talking about. And it's not like, and again, all you did was sleep. You didn't do any exercise, anything like that, and it's going to be lower. Well, why? Like, what did you magically do in the middle of the night that caused you to create success?
The little exercise elves come and move your body around for you or something.
Yeah, so it's pretty funny.
Well, that makes me feel a little better, though, that you actually have some male clients that have done that.
With my son, this is what I did. I wanted him to see 100 pounds on the scale.
Yeah.
Because when you're putting weight on, it's like once you see the number, it's easier to see the number and get past it.
Yeah.
He was 98.5 or 99.5 pounds. So I gave him a 16-ounce bottle of water, and I said, drink this.
Oh.
He's like, what? I'm like, just drink it. And he drinks it. He's like, that's not going to make a difference. I'm like, get back on the scale. Jumps on the scale. He was 100.2.
No way.
He's like, oh.
Oh, that's probably really good for him to have seen.
But yeah, because then I saw it, and now all of a sudden, once he saw it once, he's seen it like pretty much every day, every other day.
Yeah.
It's like once he got him, like, oh, I'm there.
Yeah.
I don't know what the impact of that is, but he's seen it a lot more. And I knew once he saw it once, he would start to see it more often.
Yeah.
And so that happened.
Right.
But again, I just had him drink a bottle of water, and his weight went up half a pound, or half a pound or 0.7 pounds.
Yeah.
And he was just freaking out. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
I'm like, you just have more in you.
Yeah. Well, like you said, with fighters and such, they really deplete to get down,
and
right?
it's all via water manipulation. Yeah.
And unhealthy.
Super unhealthy.
Yeah.
But like there's an art to it. So once you deplete them to the point they make their weight, you have to rehydrate. You have to do all these things in order carefully, so then they show up to the fight the next day. They're not cramping up. They have energy. They're not gassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always scary. What was that one that just passed out not too long ago after the weigh-in?
I don't know, but I hate it. I won't do it anymore because it's just gross to me.
Yeah.
It's I don't know why it's a thing, but it is.
Well, probably because they want to make sure the weights are in alignment, right? They don't want...
Yeah. Because you can't have a really... Like, the more weight someone has, the more advantage there is, for sure. So that's why they have the weight markers. But what's happened is guys will do things to keep their weight, to try to fight as light as possible. And that's where it gets kind of scary. And
now, how much would you say that you could manipulate that? Like, could you manipulate an entire weight class?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It depends on the level of tool you decide to use.
Tool. I like that.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, there are certain strategies you can use and it's not healthy. It's scary. It's
I bet.
Obviously pharmaceutically driven.
Sure.
To create a pretty gnarly dehydrated state.
Yeah. Wow.
Like I don't know. It's bad.
Yeah.
A lot of these organizations drug test to make sure that those aren't being used.
Okay.
But if they're not being drug tested that way, pretty gnarly.
So here's a question for you. Have you ever had a client, specifically female, that has not been bothered at all by any upticks in the scale?
I'm sure I have.
Do you think?
Yeah.
They're fewer and far between, I would think.
Yeah. We are a slave to that thing.
I know.
They did a really good job convincing us that was the important number of success or failure.
Sure.
In health and fitness and wellness.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it's not. But I mean, it's so ingrained in the human minds. I don't know about other countries, but in the United States, it's so ingrained in our mind of like,
a number.
This deems success or failure in what I'm doing. And fortunately, I disagree with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I think being in this industry, it's the light has shined on it even more. I mean, it's gotten into now DEXA scan. I feel like people are starting to be freaked out about those. Not freaked out, but obsessive maybe about them a bit.
Everyone's obsessed with like super low numbers. Like it's not healthy to be crazy lean.
Yeah, even for men.
Even for men, there's a level where like I mean, you hear about it all the time in like the world of like bodybuilding shows and stuff like that. They get so lean that they can't get it up at a certain body fat level. Like
You're talking about their penis?
yeah, it's no longer responding.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Get it up.
we're meant to be not that lean.
And that's like a young guy you're talking about.
Yeah, these are young like high level athletes. Or, you know, like it's pretty bad. I just, and it's funny how and there's this obsession with like, I should be able to look like that all the time.
365. Yeah.
Those people that do that, they don't.
Yeah.
Like if you see them.
Can it be manipulated to look like that 365 though? If you're doing enough bad stuff?
It's pretty damn hard.
Oh, is it?
To be like at the extremes. Pretty damn hard.
Yeah.
Like the people you see in the pictures and on the stages and stuff like that, when they're like just shredded, like
paper.
They don't look like that year round.
Yeah.
They work really hard to get to that point for the show. And it's funny how spot on it is that sometimes they'll miss it. And then when they're on stage, they're not as lean as they are like 3 hours later.
Oh, interesting.
It's incredible.
That little time frame, huh?
Yeah, you can miss it by an hour or two or 30 minutes.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, like that level of leanness is like where you're like the ultimate. They miss it, and it doesn't happen when they're on stage. It's pretty. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just kind of go by what my friends tell me they do it. It was not a world I've ever been interested in.
Right.
I don't view bodybuilding or fitness modeling as a healthy way of life.
Yeah, probably not.
So I never really got into it. But yeah, from my understanding, it's like you can miss the window of where you look your best.
What is deemed your best?
Yeah.
Yes.
In that world, it's pretty crazy. One of our coaches just did a show, and the way the judges nitpick things, it's like
Amy? You're talking about Amy?
Yeah.
Like she looked great.
Yeah, but like they were like her glutes weren't good enough.
What?
I was like, Jesus, I don't know how you get any better than that. I don't know. But, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Something about her glutes weren't where it needed to be, and
oh, geez,
it's so nitpicky.
And what does she enter under?
I don't know.
It's not, but is it bikini? I don't know. You don't know which one, because I know they've all shifted a lot.
I have no idea.
I need more information from you, Brad.
Sorry, that's a world that I've just never paid attention to.
Yeah. But you did train not too long ago, maybe in the last couple of years, a girl that was a track athlete, I think, and she did a competition.
She did Miss California.
Oh, okay.
She did pageantry.
Oh, got it. Okay, so different.
That's a very different look.
Yeah.
You can't be that hard looking in the pageantry stuff.
Not sinewy and vascularity.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to. That's frowned upon in that realm. Yeah, very very different.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so wild, though.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not trying to get to extreme low body fat levels for that. Like that is highly frowned upon.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
You want to look fit and feminine type of a thing. But yeah, shredded is, from my understanding, what she told me is like, I can't go there.
Yeah. Yeah. God, that's got to be even harder, though, than to like, I'm dropping just enough body fat. And I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
All that stuff is hard to me. Not hard, but like, I don't really understand it. It's purely up to judgment by someone else.
Sure.
So
sure. Exactly.
In all those realms, you're being judged by other people's views of what they think you should look like.
Exactly.
Which I think would be really emotionally hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's why I stayed out of the world.
Get it.
And I wish those people would stay out of my world.
For sure. Yeah. You stay in your lane.
Yeah. I I'm highly skilled at training athletes and those types of people. I'm not highly skilled at the bodybuilders, fitness models.
Totally different.
And I run that line. Like if someone comes to me and they want to be a bodybuilder or fitness model, I'm like, I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
But I don't
We know a guy. But
yeah. I know plenty of guys that are really good at that stuff.
Yeah.
But I wish those people would stay out of the lane when an athlete comes in, because they have no idea how to take care of that person.
Yeah.
You do not train a high-level athlete like a bodybuilder or fitness model.
Sure.
You can't. It's devastating to their careers. But those people will never say no. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I train athlete. And then they just F it all up. It's sad.
Yeah. I don't even think Jay really does any. Does he do any people in contests anymore?
I don't think anymore.
Not so much.
Not so much, but he's really good at it.
Yeah.
Like if I were ever going to do a show, I would go to him for my advice. I think he's really good at it. The pictures of him when he used to compete are incredible.
I know.
Yeah. And I've seen pictures of people he's prepped for competition. He's really good at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he likes the world we live in more, the performance, the
Well, yeah, I can see that.
yeah. Like he's really good at like the corrective stuff, the the rehab stuff, the high performance stuff.
Yep.
I think that world it takes a lot more education to be good at it, in my opinion, than the other side of things.
And it's sort of the vanity side.
Yeah. But I mean, I lose a lot of clients to that side. Sad, it drives me nuts.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's the I don't know how that works, but I lose a lot of clients to the gimmicky bodybuilding side of the world.
Yeah, yeah.
The gimmicky stuff frustrates me too. Put these what are those things called that you
I don't know.
electric stim unit things on while you train, and you're gonna get better results and mind muscle connection and
Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
oh my lord.
Yeah.
If I lose another person one of those, I'm gonna get pissed. Well, I'm already pissed, but
Those are. I've never tried it. Have you tried it?
no, because it's it creates a feel of holy shit, this is working harder.
Oh, got it.
But the impact is the contractional base. It doesn't create a better result.
I see.
But it feels like it's working
in the
harder.
Moment, in the moment, sure.
But it doesn't mean the contraction's better, that the results are better. It just means that in the moment, it feels super intense, so it must be better.
Yeah.
I don't. All I can say is, if that were the case and that were the best way to do it, the best coaches in the world would be using it, and they don't.
Valid.
Yeah.
Very valid.
Yeah, they laugh at it. But there's an advantage to the point with, I think, with general population with those kind of things. Like, can you feel how much harder this feels, and how much more mind muscle connection there is? And
we love that, don't we?
Holy shit! Yeah,
we love it to feel harder. Got to be sweating.
Yeah.
Got to be.
It falls in that category of harder is better.
That we talked about last
yeah,
week.
and it just
yeah.
I mean, you got to train hard, but to have a stim unit on, pumping contractions really fast while you're also contracting a muscle, it's not going to make you any stronger. It's not going to have, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong, and it is God's gift to this world of fitness and all of myself.
You're missing
and
out, bro.
all of my mentors and everyone I study with and work with that are really successful at this. Maybe we've all just missed the boat. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I doubt that's the case.
Yeah.
Again, I've never dove into the science behind it, and I've played with them. I've tried them. I've seen a lot of debunking that they're they're more myth than they are legit.
Yeah.
So I stopped looking at them, but they kind of made a big comeback lately, and a bunch of people are using. You see them all over Instagram, and
it's interesting.
Yeah, it's gimmicky to me, but
let's talk about our producer Cesar.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I'm here.
He had a feeling we might ask him, maybe.
I just had it out just in case.
So Cesar, tell us what Brad did with you. What you're embarking upon a new path. I love this.
Yeah. So today, Brad, he evaluated, my, what do you call it? Evaluating my condition? What?
Yeah, so I just took him through basically structural evaluation. Basically, so we did length tension testing to see.
What, say that again?
Length tension testing, joint by joint. So the ankle, the knee, the hip, all joint by joint to see what muscles are too tight, what muscles, where are the length tension discrepancies at. For example, this guy might have some of the tightest hip flexors I've ever seen. Psoas is pretty tight.
Yeah.
That's an example of his hip flexors. Psoas muscles are really tight.
A lot of people, though, don't you think?
Yeah, it's super common. And he's behind a computer a lot.
Sure.
I kind of knew it was going to be, but they were a little tighter than I thought they were going to be.
Do you think, because I used to run cross country and track in high school.
That's a very hip flexor dominant type of scenario.
And then eventually just my body started hurting years later.
Yeah. So hip flexors were super tight. Hamstrings were super tight. Yeah. IT band was super tight. Pretty correlated to runners. And then I did movement assessment on him. So I did a sit fit test and a split squat. I did an overhead squat test, things like that, which actually moves really well. The tightness was impacting the movement pattern. You can see it.
Sure.
But there was his ankles are super strong. That was the first. That was one of that was one of the better sit fit tests I've seen. Your ankles were super strong and stable in that unstable world.
What does
really
that
cool.
look like? What that you're testing that one?
So they do a split squat with the front foot on like a foam pad.
Oh, okay.
And so
for the
if there-
instability.
Yeah. So if there's instability in the lower limb when he goes into the split squat, it's super obvious. Knee
I
caves
see.
in,
Yeah.
ankle buckles in or out.
Right.
And how it responds will kind of dictate. Oh, that'll tell me what's weak, what needs to be focused on. So that was really good. The overhead squat test was actually really good, except for the pelvis being so tight was creating a discrepancy in that. And what this information does is phase one with all my clients is a structural balance phase. So we go through this evaluation, and the first thing I do is correct the structure. So with Cesar, it's going to be like I showed him a couple different myofascial Aldoa stretches for the hamstrings and the hip flexors. We got to get that stuff to open up.
Right.
So he'll do a lot of that. And then structural balance training. Typically, the more focus is more on the weak links in the human body, but he didn't have a lot of that. So
Cesar.
yeah. So his phase 1 and 2 structural balance is going to be about basically length tension. What's the word I'm looking for? Length tension balance.
Okay.
Balance, big word.
Yeah.
To allow him to get into the patterns where he needs to get. And he could feel it, and you could see it in the assessment. Like his left hamstring, left hip, left side was a little tighter than the right side. So in his overhead squat, he would shift to the right hip a little bit. But we balance out that length tension and teach him the proper, we're going to have to re-educate the pattern because he's like, every time he squats down, he does it.
Oh, okay.
So, once we get the balance out, then I can get him into the right positioning. So the structural balance phase will be kind of focused on all that.
Yeah.
Upper body was super clean, so we can kind of get into the upper body stuff right away.
Nice.
Yeah. Like we don't have to do a lot of like shoulder strengthening stuff, which sucks. It's not fun to do, but most of us have a major imbalance in the shoulder girdle we have to work on. But so upper body, we can get a little more advanced in regards to the exercise we choose. Lower body be a little more regressed to balance out the pelvis.
I see.
Yeah.
Cool.
And all this, one of his goals is he wants to get strong.
Yeah.
So we have to create a foundation and a structure that as I start to load him over time, the joints work properly. So length tension relationship, think about like a door and the hinges of the door.
Sure.
If the hinges are off and you're going to eventually have issues
course.
with that door being able to open and close.
Yes.
So same thing. So then quote unquote, the hinges in his hips are off.
I see.
So if I just load him up with a squat and start making him squat with those hinges being off, we're just going to lead to hip pain, low back pain, knee. It's going to come out somehow, some way. So that's all we're doing is I know I want to get him strong. So phase 1 is balance out that length tension, reprogram the patterning so that when I start to load him on the big movements, it's healthy, it's good, and I can build strength off that without having to worry about the joints becoming a problem down the road.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that I like. Obviously, like I try to do workouts on my own, like on YouTube and stuff. And I think that's the big advantage to having you train me is like you can see where the form is going wrong and what we can do to fix it.
Yeah.
Like for years, I'd like do workouts like there's video games you can play that like I help you work out, but you don't know like if you're doing it right because there's nobody telling you.
Yeah. Yeah, and typically when the structure's off, it eventually just leads to joint pain.
Of course. Yeah.
Like people think, oh my gosh, my knee just kind of started hurting out of nowhere. Like, no, it didn't. The patterning's been happening for a long time. It's just now the joint's so upset from it that you're starting to feel it. And you can't just push through that. That's when now you go to physical therapy or chiropractor.
Yeah.
And what do? They really help put the joints back in the right positioning, balance things out to take the stress off that specific joint. So I just want to avoid that with Cesar so I can get him, strong, as strong as he wants to get over time without having to worry about joint pain holding us back.
Because Cesar's going to get yoked now.
No, I told Brett my goal is just to feel strong and just to feel healthy. I'm not really worried about what I look like. I like how I look like. So if I do get leaner, that's just going to be a plus. More about feeling
Look
good.
Look at that. Isn't that nice? That
that's awesome.
Well, listening to you guys talk for a year now, 2 years in Brett, like I know.
He's like, this better be what I want.
Well, what's funny is he'll probably get like super lean, look really good. Because I was talking to my brother yesterday, and I love my brother, but like all of us, right? Like I'm the brother, so I would tell him things like, stop doing so much cardio. Yeah. But I'm lifting. I'm like, but you're still doing a lot of cardio. And he tells me, he's like, damn it, you were right again. Like I just starting to work a lot, so I can't do all my cardio stuff. So I got a walking desk. I'm just walking a ton now. And he's like, shit, my body's changing drastically. Like, what the hell? Like, it's funny. Yeah. And he's like, he made that point. He's like, it's so funny. Is the less I care about how I look, the better I'm looking. Because I'm starting to do the things that help me feel good. Yeah. which is quote unquote less intense, less hard, more focused, and more emphasis on recovery.
Yeah.
And he's like, damn, I'm looking better than ever, but I'm working out like 2 to 3 times a week and a lot of walking and shit, it's working. I didn't want to believe that. I want to believe I had to like, run the marathons and train hard and do all the crazy cardio and sweat. And
is he older or younger?
He's younger. He's my younger brother. Okay. Yeah. So
did you say that? And I missed that. Sorry.
I don't think I did.
Okay. Would a walking desk be good for him, or a walking pad, or someone that's got? Would that be
yes,
good?
once I get the pelvis balanced out.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's another scenario, like repetitive motion.
Oh.
It's like opening and closing the door a bunch
when
the hinges are off.
I see.
It could lead to some problems. So yes, but like I showed him a couple myofascial stretches that I want him to do every morning, every night. And then when we come in and train, we're going to do a lot of stretching early on.
Okay.
Which, if people train with me, like that's atypical, but that's the right approach for him.
Yeah.
Out of the gate.
Love it.
Most people, it's more strength imbalances because they've trained a lot and they've created these imbalances. So we have to go in and fix all those. That's kind of the higher priority. For him, it's really about that length tension balance.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah. And so I wanted to ask, because I had mentioned this already to you, like my plan, if when I get to that point where I'm scheduling it, is I train with you and then I take one yoga class a week and then I do a run club once a week. Do you think that's like something that's doable for somebody like me?
Yeah. I would be a little cautious with the run club. Actually, once we get you consistently stretching, the run club is going to be great.
Gotcha.
I think yoga is great because it's helping out with the flexibility side of it. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Yeah, I think I want you to lift weights a couple times a week, and then I want you to, the yoga and the run club will be great.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to like incorporate weekly.
Just please stretch.
Yeah.
Like the stretches that we're showing you. That's the hardest part to do is to get people to buy into the stretching side of it. But I think after I put you through them, you can see like how effective they're going to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, like
even one day, even this morning.
Yeah, I mean, he was hitting these stretching points, and his body was just quivering.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty wild. He was tight.
Yeah.
Like that is going to be the key to your long-term success. Otherwise, the run club stuff is just going to trash your body.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
this is very exciting. This is like a new piece of clay that you get to mold.
Oh yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
I'm trying to be a good piece of clay.
Don't be a bad piece of clay. Yeah. That's great.
But I like he's coming in, he's patient.
Yeah.
It's
not like make this happen overnight.
Yeah. A lot of people will come in and they don't want to be patient. They don't want to fix the problems. They just want to push.
I get that. Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, if you don't fix the problem and you push 12 weeks, 16 weeks, 24 weeks down the pain's going to be so intense that you're going to be forced to stop.
Yep.
And then forced to do the things that you should have done. And I see a lot of people in those training cycles, they'll go hard and every 12 to 24 weeks, they hurt the shoulder, they hurt the back. They didn't take the time early on to fix the problem and create the structure that can handle the stress of increasing intensity or volume or density, the progressive overload over time for that to really take and hold and go.
Right. I think that's what's great about your programming though, is that's switching every 3 weeks too. As you're not always in this freaking gnarly phase of of making me back squat 135 pounds.
That wasn't me that made you do
I know,
that.
it was Jay.
I was very impressed by it though.
Yeah. I noticed how you duck out on leg day is what I noticed. Oh yeah, Jay will take the leg day. Yeah. You get the upper body days.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, within I know in the last episode we talked a lot about the 3-week phase. But the other thing that's really important that I didn't really talk about is choice of exercises. So if you like step back and really look at the programming, all the exercises are changing. Outside of the squatting is the one thing that I believe we have to do every week.
Sure. So
that the reps, tempo, that will change. So that's what we want. That's why I spend so much time early on the patterning of, okay, how can this person squat? And then the first 6 weeks, typically with people, we don't squat at all. It's all this stuff to build a strong foundation to be able to squat well with. Because I know that's going to be a repetitive motion we're going to do a lot of.
Right.
But if you notice in the 3-week phase, it's like all the exercises change.
Yeah.
So we're training the whole body periodically over time versus just benching all the time. Like, you notice we bench press for 3 weeks and then we don't for 3 weeks.
I feel like I always do some form of
not a barbell bench press.
Okay.
Yeah, because the pronated grip on the bars can create shoulder impingements.
Oh, okay.
So you'll notice the angles of the barbell pressing is changing.
Oh, okay. Okay, yes.
Yeah. So I learned it as the 90-degree principle from Kilo out of Florida now.
Yeah.
is that if you'll notice, 3 weeks is really focused on overhead pressing and bench pressing, and then 3 weeks are focused on incline pressing, and we don't do dips, but decline pressing. If you notice, we work in variations of decline pressing. Sure. So there's always a 90-degree difference in the angles of pressing that we're using 3 week to 3 week phases. Yeah. That's to keep your, with your shoulder, it's janky. Yeah. It's easy to piss off, but that's how we're kind of working through that and keeping that from getting to the point where you can't do anything.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I know, because I never feel like it's my shoulder that's not strong. I feel like it's just, it just feels weak sometimes. I don't know. But isn't that part of that my age? I hate to admit.
I think it's more of what you've done for a living.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Planking.
Pattern overload is a real thing.
Yeah.
If you do the same motions consistently over time, there's going to become issues from that. It's called pattern overload.
Yeah. I think we talked about that. Damn it.
Pretty hard to find a throwing athlete, like a pitcher or something like that, that doesn't have shoulder problems at some point.
Yeah.
It's just doing the same motions periodically over time.
There's really no way to avoid all that, right? Even preemptively?
Well, had you started doing things to offset it early.
Yeah.
It's just that you did, how long have you been teaching yoga?
Long time.
Long time. How long ago did we work in structural balance? 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've been doing the yoga stuff way more than 5 years.
Definitely.
So even
I started 30 years ago.
So even within yoga, there's pattern overload scenarios.
Well, there's a lot of yoga teachers that get shoulder and knee surgery. Yeah. That happens a lot, actually.
Because of pattern overload.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's why, like with young kids, it's great if you can get them early on. Every sport has its pattern overload. Every job, grocery store clerks that scan food. You'd be shocked how many of those people have back problems because they rotate the same way over and over and over. That's pattern overload.
Right.
Yeah. So every sport has its pattern overload. Running is a pattern. It's pattern overload over time. People start having ankle, knee, hip problems because of the pattern overload. So you have to understand the pattern overload that your client is dealing with to understand what are the structural balance things that need to be put into play to offset that. Garrett, as a left tackle in NFL, if you watch him play, it is the same movement off the line almost every time. Sure. Well, there's run blocking and there's pass blocking, but pass blocking is the same repetitive motion. So he's doing the same thing over and over and over and over. So every year he comes in, phase one, I have to do structural balance and fix all that stuff because it creates strength imbalances.
I see.
And so like when he comes in the first 3 weeks, guess what he's not doing? He's not back squatting. Yep. Because I have to fix the structural imbalances come into play from doing the same pass set scenarios over and over and in practice, in games. It's constant.
Yeah. And it can't be avoided because that's what he does.
No.
Yeah.
But he's 10 years in and and hasn't had a pattern overload issue yet.
Knock on wood.
He's had trauma-based stuff, which, like when he broke his leg, like there's nothing that could have done.
Prevented that,
Yeah. Like that's 300-pound men falling onto a braced leg. Like you can't stop that. Yeah. But what I've learned through, and if someone's really interested in learning about strength balance, the Canadians have incredible data on it. Kilo is incredible at teaching this stuff. It was probably the most groundbreaking stuff that I've learned. And they now have the most vast online training systems for trainers that want to go learn this stuff. Right. I didn't create any of this stuff. I went and learned it and then just adapted it to what works best for me. And I tell every coach I talk to, like, get into this system, like learn this system. This is the foundation that I think is the greatest system of everything. And then tweak it, like mix your stuff into it. But I think their foundational work, especially the strength balance side of it, and their parameters around program design to keep, because their philosophy is they work with high-level athletes. Yeah. Their philosophy is durability matters most, and it does.
Sure.
And so, I think that I've lost why I went down this road, but I think it's a great system that in regards to strength balance to keep people durable and safe. What I learned from them, and that's where I was going with it, is that if you can build strength balance, and they'll give you, if you take the courses, I'm not going to tell anybody, but if you take the courses and pay for it, you will learn the ratios. I have all of them because I paid for it, and I built it into my training app. So at any point when someone's ratios are so out of whack, my system alerts me that, hey, this person, their overhead press is not strong enough compared to their bench press.
Oh, interesting.
You have to emphasize overhead press.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's all there. You can go learn it all.
Yeah, that's great.
But that's why I think I've been so successful with a guy like Garrett. As an NFL lineman, like, durability matters most. And he's only really missed one half of a season because of the broken leg.
Yeah.
But every year we start over, see where he's at strength balance wise, and then rebuild all that. So then when he goes into season, like right now, he's super dialed from a strength balance standpoint.
Yeah.
Like super dialed.
Yeah.
And so I know that the only thing that's going to hurt that guy is a high trauma scenario, that nothing's going to stop. But good strength balance in high trauma sport can reduce risk of lower body injury by 40%.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty drastic.
That is.
In a high violent sport like football, that's drastic. And it's paid dividends for someone like Garrett.
Yeah.
Again, in that sport, there are going to be trauma scenarios that you just can't, there's nothing you can do that could stop it.
Right.
But strength balance is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And just ever since I've implemented it myself, I haven't had, I knock on wood after saying this, but like I haven't had a major injury from working out or from, running around with my kids.
Sure.
And I learned this prior, when did I learn it? Dang, I started learning their stuff after I sold Stark in 2016.
Okay.
I walked in, they had a gym in Huntington Beach. I walked in and I just started training with them. And I started over. I walked in, I was like lifting the bar with good technique and like, it was pretty awesome. So I think as a strength coach, that's probably one of the most valuable tools that's out there.
You do, I assume, some of these types of things with Quinn, right?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
Like if you look at her ratios, I just checked it before I came over because I wanted to know. Right now, she's in a back squat phase and a front squat phase. Like if you notice with her, like she'll go back squat every week, but then she'll go 3 weeks of front squat, 3 weeks of back squat. Her ratio of front squat to back squat right now is dialed.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. And that I know as she's a jumper, that's one of the most important ratios is the back squat to front squat and the deadlift. And we're going to move into a pattern when she starts deadlifting more. But yeah, I'm watching all those ratios.
Interesting.
Same thing with all her pressing, like her overhead press or incline press.
Yeah.
We don't do dips with her, but decline press, bench press. Yeah, her ratios are super dialed. She was a little weak on external rotator and trap 3, which is super common coming off a season of swinging so much.
Sure.
But again, she's getting pretty close to those being dialed back in.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited for her next 6 weeks. I have 2 new phases built out for her that she hasn't done with me yet that she's ready for.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to check. I need her to be in strength balance because we're going into high velocity, like some really cool shit. But I needed her to be in strength balance so I know that she can handle the intensities that are coming.
Yeah.
So.
And she's a good pupil, I have to say, because I she doesn't question much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and
I'm sure most of your athletes don't.
Yeah, knock on wood, look at her.
Yeah.
She's going into her senior year of college and hasn't missed one match due to any type of injury.
Knock on wood, yes.
I knocked on wood for
Okay, good.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty,
It is.
and I know that her partners have had some issues. Yeah,
Definitely.
that's a hard sport. It's a high velocity.
Yep.
Like it's a high velocity sport.
No, for sure.
On very unstable ground.
Yes. A lot can happen.
Yeah. So again, but we've really tracked that and made sure that the strength balance has been in check. And, if anything's ever off, it was same thing. You always see it. Every time she comes in, we start with structural balance. I fix all the weak links. And I've trained her enough now to know her patterns and what's going to be weak on her. So we can address that right away.
Yeah.
And none of them like it, but it's critical.
Yeah. Is that thing where, is that part of the thing where you have her doing single leg, single arm? That's gnarly. I was watching her do that. Like just her back on the pat. I'm like, holy smokes.
Yeah. So pretty much the whole phase with her is single arm, single leg training, all unilateral based stuff to balance the system out.
I see.
A lot of VMO, a lot of hamstring. A lot of posterior chain, a lot of scap stabilization.
They didn't have any posterior chain in school.
Yeah, it's kind of a lacking thing, but
so
in the world. But yeah, that's kind of like her scenarios that we go after.
Yeah.
So
I would think that this even works for your regular people, your general pop, right?
100%.
Not just your athletes.
No, 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, every single person I work with on my app, that stuff's being tracked.
That's great. See, that's the first I've heard of that it was being tracked. I mean, I knew you tracked, but I didn't know you tracked that specifically.
Yeah.
That's great.
I had a really cool example of a gentleman. He came down from Canada, spends the summers here, usually up in Malibu, but his house burned down, so he stayed here in Newport. Okay. So I got to train him. Super fit guy, like a big owner of the international chain of Berries. Like super fit guy.
Oh wait, which one?
David.
Oh.
Yeah, you met him. Super great guy and like super fit.
Okay.
And he fell in love with my system because did the evaluation, built the system out according to his needs. So he got so damn strong, so damn lean. Wow. But his favorite part he kept talking about is, I have no pain. Oh, I'm playing Patel, like it's some racket sport, like it's super high. He goes, damn, I can go do anything I want.
That's great.
And not have any pain and not have to worry about getting hurt.
And not a 25-year-old.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's older than both of us.
Oh, really?
He would never tell me his age. He's like, I don't talk about my age because
interesting.
Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not my age. And if I start telling people my age, I'm worried I'm going to live at my age and I won't go there.
Wow. Okay. That's an interesting philosophy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just jacked.
Wow.
And like no pain, got super strong, like stronger than he's been in a long time. And he texts me periodically, like, I miss our training so much. So nice. It's a good system for any, it's a good system for any age. If you want to be active, not in pain and those type of things.
Sure.
The hardest ones, if someone comes in a lot of pain, it's hard to get people out of pain. Peptides are starting to make that a lot easier.
Sure.
But if you're not in pain, you don't want to end up in pain. I think it's really important that you start with these things. Definitely. But even remember when I was training Dr. John, like when he could barely bench the bar without any shoulder pain. And I think he hit 245 for a couple of reps without shoulder pain. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah, but that's example of long-term, good periodization, good programming. I mean, he had bad shoulder, bad knees, and anyway, he's doing everything.
Right.
But it's slow.
Yeah.
It's slow. You're correcting issues and imbalances and weaknesses, and that's not the fun stuff to focus on.
No.
Everyone wants to jump in and do the fun stuff.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, this was very good, Brad.
Good.
And we're really excited to follow along with Cesar's progress.
I know. I'm super excited to get you rolling.
We'll check in.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. You might hate me next week.
That's okay. That's okay.
What the hell did you do to me? Exactly. That was a structural balance stuff sounded easy.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Until next time.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.